Thanks to everyone who followed along in this journey and submitted comments making choices for our adventurer. Special thanks go out to Nater Tot, Xozia Kaito, and Perfectly Pink and Particularly Sassy for their contributions in making this a great adventure. I look forward to our next one. Only one question left is, what will you do? The king's command to rescue Princess is on repeat in your head as you cross the overgrown gardens toward the desolated Victorian mansion looming before you. Clangs of metal ring out from inside before the large, scarred oak doors of the entrance swing out toward you unbidden, the shrieking of hinges in protest sending shivers down your spine. Air smelling of old furniture rolls out of the foyer as the doors finally come to a stop, and you can see the source of the commotion. Two battered and rusted suits of armor, locked in an eternal duel, smash their now blunted longswords into each other. The arcs of their sweeping swords ensure that any intruders would be killed in passing. You know that you must get up to the loft above and the master bedroom beyond, but the only apparent way up is the spiral staircase behind the ghostly combatants. The money as a town guard is way better than what you made as a farmer, but this isn't worth it. Too bad, you think to yourself, the king will have your head if you don't even try. What do you do? Well, there's nothing to it but to do it, right? You dash into the foyer directly between the two suits of armor. Madness and greed fill your mind as you raise your sword to hopefully protect your face. Just as you reach them, the suits clash, tying up their swords but sending you in a sprawl past them toward the marble stairs. This is gonna hurt, you think, as your body slams into the smooth stone steps. Groaning, you assess the damage. All bruises, no breaks. Can't do that too often, you think to yourself, though it definitely worked. As you pick yourself up and begin to ascend the spiral staircase, you hear footsteps and the creaking of floorboards above. What do you do? You decide to ascend the stairs in a sneaky fashion, thinking to yourself, ain't nobody getting the drop on me. Slowly, step by step, you move upward. Holding your breath as your head pokes above the floor, you see the broken remains of a table and several chairs by a balcony, and walls covered in torn tapestries and unlit sconces. A pair of zombies sniffing the air in the middle of the landing catch your attention, but you haven't caught theirs yet. A dark hall opens to your right, but you can't see where it leads. What do you do? You've heard that zombies are slow, so this should be easy. Abandoning stealth, you run the rest of the way up the stairs and into the hallway. The zombies trip over broken furniture as they begin to give chase, and you topple a side table as you pass to slow them even further. The hall is dark, but you can just make out a door slightly ajar on your right, and the faint sparkle of a door's filigree directly ahead. The weight of the sword on your hip begs you to fight as your mind races through your options. What do you do? Rebelliously, you whisper, "Be still, my sword," before you move cautiously to the softly glistening door at the end of the hall. The zombies groan in anticipation as they pass the first door, and you try the handle in front of you. It's locked. Faintly, you hear a high-pitched whimper behind your door. That must be Princess. You think you could use your sword as a pry bar to open it, but you don't know if it'll lock again afterward. Your objective, and the money you need so desperately, are almost within your grasp. What do you do? Zombies hot on your heels, you slam the point of your sword into the jamb of the door, prizing it open slightly. You look into a moonlit room, seeing in the middle a crystal necklace embellished with the word princess on a pug? You were sent to risk your life over a dog? You'll have to deal with that in a minute. Looking over your shoulder, you see that the two zombies are only mere feet away from you. With a mighty jerk, you pull your sword out of the frame of the door and turn to face them. How do you want to do this? These zombies will learn why you were recruited into the town guard. The dark hallway seems to brighten as your body begins to grow and sprout fur, and you plunge your sword through the eye of the first zombie. You lunge at the second zombie, pounding it into the ground with your bare hands. You sink your teeth into both sides of the zombie's head and easily rip it from the torso, crushing it with the great might of your bite. The taste of rot lingers in your mouth as you catch your breath, sitting down with your back against the door. Though the hall has returned to its darkness, you feel your torn clothes beneath you. What do you do? Coming out of your bare form leaves you a bit confused. Your tattered clothes have always been an unfortunate side effect of transformation. Remembering the task at hand, you wedge the door completely open. Princess runs towards you, overjoyed to see a human. Moonlight streams in through an open window, illuminating an open wardrobe in the corner. The clothes aren't your size, but they'll do for now. Petting Princess, you pause to think. If you go out the way you came, you have to pass the suits of armor. You made it once, but it was close, and you have Princess to worry about now. What do you do? Scooping up Princess, you move to the window. A terrace from the other room extends underneath, and bales of hay on the ground below that. You clamber down to the terrace and drop into the awaiting hay. Returning back to town, you're rewarded generously for your efforts. The king rewards you with a role as a personal guard to Princess, with all the trappings of being a royal guard. The town guards are incredulous at your story, and the mansion becomes the subject of poets and bards across the land. Congratulations, you've done it.